everyone, and welcome back to the Coffee Shop Soundstage. My name's Karen Edwards, and we are live at the International Roofing Expo in San Antonio, Texas. And I'm really thrilled to welcome Pat from Sales Assist to the Soundstage. Welcome.
Thank you, Karen.
Yeah, so Pat, would you just introduce yourself and tell everybody who you are, what you do, and maybe just a quick overview of what Sales Assist is?
So I'm Patrick Moose. Omaha, Nebraska is where we are located. And I have been in the roofing space. I've been roofing since I was 10 years old, so
wow.
45 years of swinging a hammer and actually doing roofing work. But years ago, we began a process of the best way to communicate and to duplicate effort that we have in explaining very complex roofing process. And so I was drawing pictures. We did a lot of evolutions of filming me and some other the roofing experts in our trade,
right.
Doing different technical assembly, videos and that sort of thing. But production quality is always an issue. If there's a change in technology or the message that you want to send, oftentimes you've got to go through a very expensive and time-consuming
right.
filming process. And so with an innovation of some people who came on board, and Wyatt is an amazing artist and a director of our creative over at our roofing company, of that was what Sales Assist was born, which is a 3D animation system that explains very complex roofing procedure, very complex roofing process.
Okay.
So no matter how good the picture I draw, especially if I'm in a demo and sitting at somebody's kitchen table,
right.
I'm trying to explain how something works. We're using our hands, we're drawing pictures on napkins or pieces of scratch paper,
right.
or the back of our little presentation folder when we're on the dining room table.
Right.
We have 3D animation video clips that we can play that explain incredible process detail that you can see the top side and the bottom side of a roof. It's really hard for a roofer to explain how ventilation works. With a 3D animation, right. You can show how the airflow comes in through the bottom of
through the top
of the soffit, flows through the roofing attic space, and then exhausts from whatever system the ventilation is to keep the ambient air quality inside the attic space the same as it is outside.
Yeah.
And that's an important element. So it's a tremendous aid and asset to us. It's a presentation tool.
Yeah.
And we're now in beta with Engage. I think it's
nice.
okay for me to say that.
You did.
They are a presentation platform, another presentation tool that a person can combine all of the, if you've got a PowerPoint presentation, or you've got to go to the web for something that you use, or maybe there's another app like a measuring tool or a camera, a photograph completion, or repository for your photographs, like Company Cam.
Yeah.
I don't care about plugging their name. I love those guys. And so you can put that presentation all into one big package, be able to present. You don't have to worry about your process buffering and all that sort of thing while you're sitting at the kitchen table or in the boardroom.
Yeah.
And it just makes for a much more clean presentation. So we're really excited about that, about being in beta with Engage.
Yeah.
And we can be seen over at the 5086 booth.
5086.
Yeah, 5086 inside there, or over at the IPSA, which is the Innovative Product Demonstration Area.
Yeah.
So it's a really good place. You can actually get hands-on and play with the app a little bit and learn a little bit about the product.
Nice. I'm going to have to get over there and check that out, because I was not familiar with what you do, but it sounds really incredible to take that complex detail, you said, and help somebody who doesn't know anything about roofing. Because most people, do you buy one roof maybe in your lifetime?
Right.
Maybe two?
And the thing that I'm excited about with Sales Assist is I am also the owner of a roofing company.
Right.
And we have a very detailed process. We've got a system that we employ so that all of our salespeople are staying on the script, if you will,
right.
But they're not going rogue and off on their own and making promises that we can't keep. And Sales Assist is one way that we can present the things that we do and how we do it that keeps the guys on track when they're doing their presentation. And what I have found, never mind the closing rates going up, because it's a very effective tool and it sets us apart from our competition, but I like, as an owner, I want to preserve the margin, right?
Yeah.
So when we come in with a very well established and a very comprehensive sales process, we're actually able to get better attachment rates, is what I call it, or upgrades, if you will.
Right.
But not so much for the sale as it is for the value of the customer. They will buy the value, and then we're preserving the margin.
Yeah.
And we're seeing great innovation, application of these innovations into our process that are making us more profitable. That's what I like to see as the owner of a roofing company.
Well, I was just going to ask what your, if someone's going to use your service, how do they access it? But it sounds like, you said you're in beta with Engage, so you're getting integrated with tools that a lot of these contractors are already using.
That's exactly right.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the means of distribution, if you will, is that we call it an affiliation, right? Or a strategic alliance with other people who provide a good service. But then you can also just go to salesassist.pro and check us out on our own as well.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So, does it come like kind of fully loaded? Can you custom develop your system, your pieces?
So originally, it was just all of my ideas that
Right.
we were turning into these 3D animations that just presented in a very efficient means.
Yes.
But as time has gone on, Wyatt has certainly gone a long ways towards evolutionary improvements into our system.
Okay.
And so now it consists of, rather than being videos that I made, that I envisioned, because
Yes.
he's the brains behind the operation for sure. But now it's not just static presentation. The people who are using the product can actually assemble, using video clips, they can assemble custom videos that they make that match the subject matter of
Right.
the presentation that they want to do. If somebody has a skylight on their roofing project, whether it be a commercial or a residential application,
Right.
we can include that clip into the presentation. If you're not dealing with skylight details,
Then
you
you
don't have
don't.
to put that in.
Right,
So it's
yeah.
yes, it is adaptable to the
Good.
particular scenario that a person is faced with.
Yeah,
for
that's
sure.
important, because one size does not fit all,
That's
right?
right.
Every building, every home is different.
Right.
So
And as we are developing and evolving Sales Assist, I'm looking at everything from the owner of a roofing company's perspective, and what tools do we need, and how do they work the most effectively to make us more
right.
profitable, more effective, more able in the sales presentation.
Yeah,
You know,
that's key.
yes.
That you have been in roofing your whole life, and you own a roofing company, so you know what the pain points are. You
Right.
know where you know how to make money.
Yeah, well, I don't know if I do that, but I do certainly recognize the challenges in the space.
Yeah.
And so we are making great strides towards the innovation in that means.
Okay, so we have some fun swag
you
here.
got a little bit of swag.
This is what you're giving out at your booth.
That's correct.
Oh,
yeah.
it's cold too.
Red Bull, yeah, you can have that if you want.
Yeah. Nice. And that's booth
5086.
I was going to transpose those numbers.
Or
so.
the IPSA display, or
Right,
both,
right.
So at both locations, a person can actually get their hands on the product and take a look at the individual clips and that sort of thing that we use to assemble our process videos.
Yeah, so if you're coming out, stop by the booth, get a Red Bull, check out the innovative product section. If you're not coming, though, you mentioned salesassist.pro.
That's right.
And
SalesAssist.pro.
Sales Assist also has a full directory on Roofers Coffee Shop that has their contact information about the services and the product itself, so you can learn more about them there. Pat, thank you so much.
Thank you, Karen.
It was a
Appreciate the time.
pleasure having you.
Absolutely.
And don't go anywhere, because we've got a full day of videos, interviews lined up. So we're going to be back really soon. Thanks